Hello and welcome to episode 22 of our RPG tutorials. Today, what we have is we're going to implement cooldowns, which I don't think I got to last time, so that should be new. Not difficult, but new. Then we're going to clean up our skills. The pipeline's not quite working right, and we've got some stuff to deal with. And I meant to get to it last tutorial, but I obviously ran into those issues, so those had to get fixed first. And yeah. If you guys are liking these videos, I would really appreciate it if you would comment and hit that like button. I mean, if you subscribe, that's great too. Don't get me wrong. But the biggest thing you can do for me is to hit the like button and to leave a comment. It really, really does help, and I really do appreciate it. Even if you come to my videos just to do that and leave and come back and watch them later, totally fine. It really helps to boost the videos if we can get some interactions going. Okay, let's get right into it. First we'll go and get our text all big. Sorry, we didn't get into exactly the steps. I'm sorry. We've got some new skill functions, and then we got to pass the packet through everything. We want to complete the skill pipeline. We're going to do cooldowns in the cooldown pipeline. That's the order we're going to work with it. Yeah, sorry, got ahead of myself there. All right, so to do that, we're going to need charge. We're going to need skill. Put that on there. We need skill button. And we're going to need fireball. So let's get all that ready to move throughout. And then hero will also need a little bit of. All right, so first things first, let's add our skill skill functions. Sorry, I gotta move my mic. It's in my mouse's way. There we go. The new skill functions are as follows. We have finish, finish skill, public virtual void finish skill. That is going to take in the packet. So grab that. Packet should really be going through just about everything. And then we are going to have targeting reset. So public virtual void targeting reset. And again, packet. All right, what do these do? Well, finish skill is going to call reset. It's also going to do our cooldown work here, but we're not there yet. So reset, and that needs packet. The other, well, actually, we need to update that to take packet. So that's another thing we got to do today. And that's going to cause some errors, but we already prepped for it. Good, and then targeting reset does absolutely nothing at this level. We'll be doing that at the next level. Reset itself will be calling targeting reset, and you'll see why later, but basically we want to reset those targeting highlights anytime we're resetting the thing. We might as well. And then this opens us up to putting targeting reset in finish skill also. And then we'll have the cooldown bit there as well. But yeah. Oh, and next turn. You know, I forgot one. It's next turn. So public virtual void next turn, and again packet. Next turn will also have some cooldown work, and next turn will also call reset packet. Okay. If you do this perfect, you probably actually don't need reset packet here, but we're gonna put it there as a fallback in case we have mistakes and stuff in different places. Okay, that takes care of a lot of it. Fireball is now going to change. So we have this overload of reset. We are going to change this to an overload of targeting reset. And then we are not going to call this. And we want packet. And this is packet.grid. Okay. I think that takes care of that. Done changes to finish skill. And that needs the packet. So instead of just done, finish skill, if we go back to skill, finish skill calls a reset. Maybe I didn't do that right. No, reset's not called in finish skill. Done equals true goes here. Mistakes were made. I was looking at the wrong function. Done equals true. And then we'll have cooldown stuff. So done, which is what used to be here, is within the function, but it's also resetting stuff, which we want. And then we need to do that also for charge. And then we need to grab this and move it to charge. And then we need to grab the guts here. Reset. Charge we didn't reset properly yet, so I'll also be updating that. I mentioned that at the end of last time. Okay, and then so what we actually want is all of this stuff at the top here. This right here. Yep. And that just replaces this one line. And this sets up our targetable slots, and then we set all of them to white, so this is correct now. So that's good. Finish skill. Looks like everything's in here. Yep. Oh, we don't like reset. We don't want that. Okay. Now we're good here. Let's check our error list. We're still good. All right. So that is some of the cleanup to the pipeline. The last bits of it are in Hero. And Hero right now is not handling finishing the turn after the skill. So else if active skill dot active, and it's not. So essentially if we no longer are active, which can happen from our right click. Did I do that work? Let me see. Our right click, so I used left click release. That was incorrect, I believe, for reset. Let me look. Targeting, yeah, so targeting, left click release. This should be right click release. To reset the target, to stop the skill essentially. So if we go to caster skill, we right click, we should come off of it. Reset should turn active false. It does, so that's good, that's what we want. So in Hero, we say if it became false, we need to select this skill. So active skill equals null. Oops. Don't ask me why that got to caps, but it did. Okay, that should handle that portion. This is just packet now. And looks like we have another one somewhere. Yep, this is just packet now. Good. Okay, so that takes care of resetting the skill when done or right clicked. Let's see. I think that handles what we're doing there. Yep, I think that's correct. Okay, now what we need to do, well, let's just test it, and then we'll work on cooldowns separately. So what should happen now? We should be able to finish skills, and they should deselect afterwards. So easiest one to test is mage right now. So let's do that. Okay, we cast this. It should end our turn. It's not selecting it, which means I missed something. Let's see. Fireball. It's no longer targeting, which means I've probably screwed something up. Active is coming back false. What did I do? Click false. Let's see. Skills. We're not done. Finish skill. Would be done, but we should be active to start, and maybe we didn't get active to start. Let's look at our, oh, I know what I did wrong. When we go and we select the skills, so hero, and then you click on the skill button, and then it sets the skill, set active skill, here it is. Active skill dot active equals true. Yeah, that's what we forgot. All right, let's try that again. Glad we tested. Missed quite a few things when putting this together, so I apologize. Right now I'm trying to clean all that up for you guys so you guys have a very much working code base. That guy is not playing nice. Okay. Active done. False, active, active, true. We should be good now. It does hit. Now notice he moved while the travel time of the projectile was happening. Okay. Is that optimal? No. Will it be okay for right now? Yes. What you need to do is wait for the projectiles all to finish before you switch turns. That's a very simple change that we can do at a later date. Right now I'm going to be running short on time to finish what I'm trying to get done here. So that works. Our skill finished. We're able to continue playing over and over. So good. Ooh, that's what we want. Now let's try to get cooldowns in before we go too long. All right. So cooldowns requires two things in level, or sorry, not in level, in skill. We need a int for how long the cooldown is, and we need an int for cooldown. What did I call it? Cooldown. I want to copy it. Cooldown remaining. Okay. So cooldown, we set both of them to 0 in our constructor. So cooldown remaining is always up. It's going to be ready to go. Cooldown itself, when we go into Fireball, is going to be 2. Or sorry, we're going to, yeah, 2. And then charge will also do 2 for right now. So those are just setting their cooldowns of those skills. Now, when we finish a skill, meaning we used it, skill, finish skill, we're going to set the cooldown remaining equal to cooldown plus 1. Why plus 1? Well, because we are going to run through these two functions, which are going to reduce it by 1 right away. Now, if you want it to be 2 actual turns without being able to use it, you need to plus 1 it. If it's 2, meaning you can use it 2 turns from now, then you don't do the +1. But then you're only having one turn off. So you just have to just choose what you want. So here, in turn complete, I'm going to say, oh wait, next turn. Yeah. So for int I equals 0, I less than skills dot count I plus plus skills I dot next turn. And then that one needs packet, and we use last packet here because we don't have access to the packet. And that's that packet that I told you makes things easier, even though it's probably not the best way to do it. Okay, and then in skill, next turn, what that one's going to do is it's going to loop through, or not loop through, it's just because the other one's looping. This one is just reducing cooldown remaining. So if cooldown remaining is greater than 0, sorry, not cooldown, cooldown remaining. Cooldown remaining minus minus, and it's that simple. Got it. This will continually tick down until cooldown reaches 0, so then we know we can use the skill. Well, we have to set that up. Skill button. Inside skill button, we have to deactivate it if there's a cooldown remaining. So if skill dot cooldown remaining is greater than 0, then skill, well, no, sorry, then active equals false. Well, that's a problem too, because if if we set it to false and never set it back to active, then we have an issue. So active is true. So every frame it's going to set it to true, and then it's going to come through here, and then it's going to set it false if this condition is not met. That takes care of what the skill button needs to do. We have up, we have down. I think we might be there. Let's test it. If not, I'll figure out what I missed. All right. I'm going to use it. It is cooled down, so it should be 1 turn off, 2 turns off, ready, usable. Absolutely. 1 turn off, 2 turns off, ready. That one, right? Because it hit something? That shouldn't have done that. Well, let's take a minute and see if I can figure out what the heck happened there. So it was supposed to check the slot. The slot's available. Slots XY. So find the correct mob inside these slots. Owner enemy J. Let's check our projectile. If I can't find it pretty quick here, I'll probably call it and then fix it next time. Well, let's do it this way. Hit something. It's looking to see if it hit all mobs. That's incorrect. Okay, that was our problem. Target. Old code from the last game. Sorry about that, guys. That will fix it. Any mob that it ran into, it was hitting. So we fixed that. It should now hit the right mob. Happy days. Guys, this concludes this tutorial. Again, if you've made it this far, then I have to imagine you're getting something out of it. Please hit that like button, the subscribe button, throw down a comment, help me out. Let's get this moving. Push this thing over the top. I know I keep asking. I'm sorry to bother, but it really does help me, and we are getting close to the first level of monetization, so I would really appreciate it. Yeah, that should get you skills working, that loop working a lot better. We'll finish out our primary game loop with being able to die and reset, probably next, unless I think of something else I really want to do. So then we'll have our primary game loop done, and then from there, technically, we have a game. We don't have a good game, but we have a game, and so we'll just continue to expand that out as we go. Well, have a great day, and I will talk to you guys next time.